Week 10 of Season 26 starts now. It gets kicked off this evening from Brimstone Stadium as the Birmingham Hellhounds play host to the Arizona Scorpions. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs. With me in the booth, as always, is Gerald Smith. We've got Corey Menner and Justin Reside with us on Stats tonight, along with our commissioner and producer, Cameron Irvine. You are watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Gerald, how are you doing on this fine Friday night?
I am doing great on a Friday night, escaping some cold where we're back from where we're from. Go down to the south where I'm from originally from, and guess what? 72 degrees. I'm digging it. And not only that, it's not quite hot, but the hottest team in the SFL right now could be the Birmingham Hellhounds.
Sure could.
And Arizona Scorpions, guess what? On somewhat of a little bit of a skid.
Yeah.
Trying to right that against one of the best teams in the SFL.
They are indeed. Three-game losing streak for the Scorpions right now, which is very uncharacteristic of anything they ever have done. Last season, they only lost 2 games in a row at any given point. It was back in week 13 and 14, the season dropping the last 3. Will it be 4 in a row going on the road against one of the best teams in the league? Birmingham Hellhounds 6-1. Man, they came right out of the gate swinging. They took down Bossier City in week 1. Then Mexico City and Miami. They did lose to Houston, also one of the best teams at 6-1, currently leading that South Division. It's just been an absolutely fantastic ride for the Hellhounds so far. Look at this kick return as they want to try to make a statement early on in this one. Ball brought out to the 34-yard line, and that's where the quarterback will get started. It's the rookie, Jordan Goodman, but don't just call him any rookie. He's playing at an all-star level right now, Gerald. We talked about it in the pregame show. He's not lighting up the stat sheet in terms of yards or attempts or completions, but when he is needed, he gets it done. He's only thrown 4 picks all season long, 91.6 QBR. That's best in the league. 3rd best completion percentage, and he's got 2 of the league's best running backs in the game this season in the backfield in Dominic Kane and Bailey O'Shaughnessy. So let's see how they get this game started. They're going to go with the handoff, get things going on the ground with O'Shaughnessy. He's met right at the line. This defense is not one that is going to get run over easily.
No. Look, and they're very good at limiting the yards, right? They actually give up to the opponent. So they're actually pretty darn good as far as the yardage they give up. So
2nd down and 10, and we'll see the first throw by Goodman. He'll roll out to the right, throws back across his body to the left. Had a wide open target, but just underthrew the ball. Mike Kleinecht was the intended target. He's the tight end on this offense.
I don't know how he missed him. He was wide open, had a guy behind him about 3 yards, and maybe by the time he recognized the ball was coming his way, he noticed it too late and didn't able to come up because it fell right at his feet.
Quads look on 3rd down and 10. Goodman will throw again. Quick drop back, quick pass across the middle is caught by Ivan Lazardi, another rookie player who I had never heard of before the Aztecs game, and I knew him too at the end of it.
Yeah, dude. And this is the thing about how they are doing it. Really efficient and being able to do things on 3rd down on offense, right? They had the 8th best 3rd down offense, converting 56% of their 3rd downs, and if they're not able to pick it up on the yards with their 2 backs they got going, look at this.
Yeah, look at O'Shaughnessy go, broke a tackle, hurdled a man, and then still gained about 13 yards on the play, picking up a 1st down. And yeah, this passing game, Gerald, it's kind of an offense after my own heart. None of the players really stand out individually because Ivan Lazardi, 372 yards, Dylan Lewis, 337 yards, Michael Goodman, 406 yards, Mike Kleinecht, 271 yards. They're all pretty darn even, and that makes it very difficult for defenses to scout. Who do you cover?
Yeah, and even in receptions, right? They're all limited in between 27 and 22 catches between the 4. So only 5 catches separates the top pass getter and the lowest pass catcher.
Yeah,
on that offense.
Yep. Spreading the ball around like that, it becomes a game of, all right, let's we're going to shut down Lazardi this game. All right, well, Dylan Lewis, you're up. Lewis gets injured. Michael Goodman, there you go. The depth and the ability to pass it all around to all those different targets gets it done. So O'Shaughnessy breaks another tackle, tries to fight his way through, picks up 5. 2nd down and 5 as they're already in scoring range.
Look, and we haven't even really seen Dominic Kane get a carry yet, and we know how dominant he has been, right? The number 2 rusher in the SFL. He's back in the backfield right now, though.
I formation, they hand it off to him as he trucks his way through, almost picks up the 1st down. Kane with the 4-yard run. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Yeah, look, and as they start getting closer to the end zone here, you're probably going to see them utilize Bailey O'Shaughnessy a little bit more. Why? Because he leads the league in rushing touchdowns with 10.
Handing the ball off to O'Shaughnessy. He picks up the 1st down, gets inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Hellhounds.
And this first drive is stereotypical of what they've done so far this season, right? Just knowing what they are, knowing the defense, and being able to actually take what the defense is giving you as well, and being able to execute your plays at the same time.
1st and goal, they'll stick to the ground. This one goes back down to Kane. No pickup on the play. DJ Kilgannon with the stop. 2nd and goal.
Let's see how they're going to approach this 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 10. This is a situation where I would like to see them throw something. Oh, here they are.
And there you go. Goodman towards the end zone. That one's incomplete. Questionable decision as he was trying to force that one into Lizardi, who was surrounded by not 1, not 2, but 3 Scorpions.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a bad throw right there, Jordan Goodman. Look, and we talk about how good that Jordan Goodman has been.
Oh, yeah, very efficient.
Season. So that shows you right there that that's a rookie-type mistake, right? You don't really see veterans make those type of throws, but he hasn't made too many of those over the course of the season.
Quads on 3rd down to the end zone. That one's also incomplete. And another questionable choice of target there. We'll get another look at it, or not. Darn. I mean, there was nothing but Scorpions in the area.
And it almost looked like it was like a 2 wide receiver route with nothing on the outside. She took a shot. Another bad throw. Very, very fortunate the last 2 plays that was not picked off by the Arizona Scorpion defense. And as we mentioned when we broke the game down, Arizona needs to cash in on those opportunities that they get their hands on there, right? Because they need to kill drives from the opposing offense to give themselves more chances to score points themselves.
Jordan Bradshaw, perfect on the season, now 18 of 18. Hits that 27-yarder through. Listen up, you won't want to miss this. Every Monday Night Spectacular, you can win money for your player or your team bank by playing VFN Bingo alongside the featured game of the week. This week so far, the pot is up to $90,000, but you can help make it even bigger by liking this video and the other videos on the channel. Each like adds $1,000 to the total. See you Monday night. And all of the upcoming weekend's SFL streams are already there. I already opened up all of them, including the Matt Wilson SFL kickoff show. Liked them all.
Yeah, why not? That's the best way to do it. It doesn't matter. Just go through and just boop.
I like it before it even happens.
Because you know you're going to like
it.
Yeah, you know it's going to be good. Why not?
Ashley Jackson on the field now with the Arizona Scorpion offense. They'll start with a split back look, spread formation. And former Mexico City Aztec Fox Highwind in motion up to the top. Jackson throws. That one is complete. Getting that out to former Mexico City Aztec DJ Punk. I'll stop, but I mean, it's just ironic.
Yeah, look, but it's a very, very good start right here for Ashley, right? Come out, throw him right there. Get yourself a safe route, right below the safeties and everything else right there, and to get a chunk yardage. It's something that can go a long way to rebuilding her confidence that seemingly has been lost over the last 3 games.
Back down to the same formation. This time T. DeQueen in motion. Up to the top. Jackson, 5-step drop, quick throw. Tried to get it out towards DeQueen and TJ Punk, but that one is broken up. Ted Haynes in on the coverage. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and able to knock that one down, right? They actually seen that one play. I'm like, hey, look, they might go right back to the well, and they seemingly did, right? And it looked like they threw to TJ Punk on that one there. Able to get in there and just draw the ball loose right as he touched it.
2nd down and 10. Brad Jones gets the toss, tries to find his way up top, stuck in all kinds of traffic, and only picks up 3 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brad Jones was so close to busting that
Almost
outside.
thought he was going to
and
make
getting
it.
a whole chunk of yards, but very good thing for for Birmingham to actually had that pursuit and being able to confuse him as to what route he wanted to take.
Jackson to throw on third down, rolls out of the pocket under pressure and gets sacked. Brought down by Gerald Cumbus. The big defensive end gets the sack.
Yeah, that's his team-leading 6.5 sack on the season right there. Being able to chase Ashley down. And, again, the number one third down defense kind of prevails right here, being able to shut it down and prevent that first down from happening.
Punt is away by Rob Ems. Will drop down inside the 10-yard line and all the way down to the goal line and touched right at, it looks like they brought it out to the 20 or where'd they spot that one, Gerald? No, right at the 1.
Right there at the 1. What a catch right there.
Dead where he touched it.
And in the SFL, right, the New Age SFL, it's where you first touch the ball at, even if it takes you into the end zone.
All right, so horrible starting field position for Birmingham at their own 1. See what they're able to do with it. Goodman under center. He's going to hand this one off to O'Shaughnessy. Met right away by the big dog, Sean Moore. Let's go through this offense and defense, shall we? On offense, Jordan Goodman's the quarterback. You got Dominic Kane and Bailey O'Shaughnessy at halfback. Ivan Lazardi, Dylan Lewis, Jay Viper, and Michael Goodman are your wide receivers. And Mike Kleinecht is your tight end. Pitch down to the bottom. That one is going to be a gain of about 4 yards, 3rd down and 6 for the Hellhounds. On defense, you have D.D. Sachs, Robert Brady, Hunter Norwood, and David Tilley on the line. The big dog, Sean Moore, DJ Kilgannon, and Rain Rie at linebacker. Scotty Kilgannon, Terrell Davis, Ernest McCrae Sr., Everett Garrison, Grant Hardaway, Bernard Smith, and Eddie Gage in the secondary. 4th down and 2 as Bernard Smith gets the tackle.
Come up with a big tackle right there as, Dominic Kane tried to truck right through him, and Vernard being able to take him and shove him down into the dirt and force a punt. They should get really good field position here.
Bradshaw punting this away. And, great starting field position now for the Scorpions as they're able to field the ball inside Birmingham territory. So it's all 3 phases of the game, right, Gerald? We talk all the time about offense and defense. We don't often get into, especially on our show, we don't talk about special teams. I mean, field goals are field goals, punts are punts. But in-game situations like that where Rob Ems able to pin them down at the 1. Not just Rob Ems, but also the gunner. I missed who actually sprinted downfield and got that touch, but that was key.
Yep. Limited to return, minimal.
Jackson back to throw on 1st down. Finds a target in the middle, but that one is broken up. It's kind of a little bit behind the intended target.
Man, those are the throws you have to make as a veteran quarterback being in the league 15 seasons like Ashley Jackson is. If she would have hit her receiver in stride, he could have gotten themselves way, way more yardage than where they're at now. And those are the opportunities you cannot miss. It would have put him in field goal range for sure.
Brad Jones and Will Todd in the backfield. Jackson under center. She will throw. That one's going to be tipped and incomplete, jumping up in front of it and batting it away. Not sure if that was Stephen Goodman that got the tip, or was that the cameraman just went rogue on us? I think maybe.
I think it may have been Stephen Goodman just falling in right up underneath it. Right, I like another look at it, but he got right up underneath. Somebody got right up underneath and be able to knock it down before it got to the receiver.
Jackson deep drop throws middle. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Hatsis. Him and his hair returning the ball past midfield and all the way into Arizona territory. And turnovers has been the problem that Arizona has suffered over the past few games. Gerald, you talked about that a little bit ago.
See, and this is what's plagued them right there, right? It wasn't even a very good throw. You throw it in triple coverage and over the middle, not very good right there. And you had very good field position, right, to potentially get yourself in a position to at least tie the ball game, and then you turn the ball right over. You give the ball back to a team who's known for running it down people's throat and eating up clock.
O'Shaughnessy and company back out onto the field now. They have great starting field position at the Arizona 46-yard line. Dylan Lewis moves to the bottom of the line. Goodman back to throw under pressure. Sean Moore getting in his face and making him throw that ball early.
I thought the big dog was going to tear up the young QB right there, but
for sure.
Goodman was able to get it out, and it wasn't a good throw. The defender even had a play on it, but it fell to the turf. But, man, that didn't look good right off the bat.
Second down and 10 from about the 47-yard line now. Goodman to throw into double coverage. That one is incomplete. Tried to get it out to Kleinex. So far, both quarterbacks just forcing passes tonight.
Yeah, they're just.
Where's the run game? Both of these teams have great run games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, both of them are really good. Maybe they're trying to switch it up and trying to fool somebody, but be who you are. Dance with the girl that brought you, as they say, right? Especially when you have such a power rushing attack on both sides.
Goodman to throw over the middle. Oh. That one's nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Terrell Davis got his hands on the ball, couldn't haul it in, but outside of field goal range, and another quick 3-and-out on back-to-back drives for Birmingham.
Right, and Terrell Davis has no interceptions, on the season right now. That was definitely an opportunity, and he has 59 interceptions on his career. Typically, you see him grab those and get the ball back for a squad in a good field position, but now who knows where this punt's going to land.
You all know it's crazy. Imagine having 14 interceptions in your whole career. That's it. 14 interceptions. That's how many Grant Hardaway has. 8 seasons in the league. He's got 14 picks. He's got 2 pick sixes. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
No, man. Like,
no.
I'm just saying, if you got well over 100, that's the thing.
Fox Highwind in motion. I just thought that was really good. 14 picks, 2 pick sixes.
It's very interesting.
Good ratio. Jackson to throw, going right back to the air. He's not afraid to keep going to the well, which give her credit for it, but you got to start completing some of these. So far, all of these passes have been like just streak routes.
Right, and all of that, you actually want your receivers to help you out, right? If you get both your hands on the ball, you literally want to get yourself in a situation to secure it, right? You have to help out your teammate in that way.
Second down and 10. Jackson, all-out blitz.
Oh, wow.
And that one is caught, and he'll just be able to wander his way into the end zone. Boy, he is not exactly what you would call speedy. Well, he even slowed down there just to showboat a little bit, but gets into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown.
That's a roughing call.
And a roughing the passer is called. The Jimmy Hatz's defense decided to try to go all out on that one. And a 86-yard touchdown for the Scorpions. That'll give them the lead.
Yeah, look, and that's something as a defense of how good they played that you cannot have happen, because look, while you are an extremely good team, you cannot do something like that. If you're going to do that, you have to get home.
Talon Steele with the touchdown. And, that's happened to me a couple of times where a defense that we've gone up against has all-out blitzed, and Jordan Sipes gotten injured both of those times. So that's always something I cringe when I see a defense do that, because it's like, oh, they're going to rough this quarterback, and I hope they don't knock her out of the game. Jackson popped back up. She's sitting comfortably on the sideline now as her defense is getting ready to take the field. Arizona with a 7-3 lead. Viper gets it out to the 22. So far in this one, we've got 9 carries between O'Shaughnessy and Kane, and 34 yards between them, Gerald.
Yeah, look, and I'm interested to see how this offense is going to respond after that defensive breakdown. That was a huge,
big mistake there.
Big mistake on defense there, and how they're going to respond, right? Because this, I mean, it's going to tell us what we need to know. I mean, we're near the end of the first quarter, and and we haven't had much offense.
Goodman, short pass to Kleinecht, catches the ball, gets tackled, and short gain. Well, no, he picked up 7 on the play. Talon Steele in the chat says, woof, that boy slow, as he watched Talon Steele.
Yeah, it was not fleet of foot.
I could walk faster than Talon Steele was running in there. It's like, well, you go. It was a good time to go and, get a beverage and a snack Well, you're waiting for him to make his way to the end
Yeah,
zone.
you could have came back and been like, "Oh, he's still running.
He's almost there.
Oh,
Look at
he's
him go.
showboating now. He's making it even last longer."
Remember Terrazas in the championship game? Got all the way to the goal line, turned around, started heading back to the bench. Like, you didn't score yet. They're down in 4 coming up. Birmingham at risk of having another 3 and out. Could potentially have 3 drives in a row. Will they do it? 3 wide receiver set here on 3rd down. Goodman back to throw, and he's sacked. Crushed by Robert Brady, who flew around the edge untouched.
Yeah, look, and this is something that they have not done. And maybe that's what they needed, right? A big, huge play right there coming in. Robert Brady
fired him up
with his 2nd sack on the season, coming through and forcing, again, another punt by this Birmingham team. And Arizona, again, could get pretty decent field position to start this drive right here.
Yeah, punting from his own 10-yard line. The ball will drop down at the Arizona 35. No fair catch called. What did somebody forget to teach Terry Money the fair catch signal? Because he's going to die.
Look, and it's like the wrong guy. He's got Tank Bennett running down there on him too, right? Yeah. 27 flying down there. Everybody knows he was a special teams demon back in his day doing his thing. So look, he would yell at you, I want to be on special teams. I never want to come off the field.
Listen, Max Jackson, Merrick Itera, they insist. We're going to be the Gunners. Oh, okay. Like that was actually contingency of them coming over from Las Vegas. They're like, we play special teams.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can't tell Tank Bennett he's not doing something. Former defensive player, one of the, top 5 all-time in tackles in the league. So, I mean, you're not going to no, he's going to tell us what he wants, and we'll accommodate.
Queen with a 6-yard catch, 2nd down and 4, final moments of the first quarter. Taken away. Oh my gosh, a run.
Wow.
Nice run too. Is that one carried by Brad Jones across midfield into Birmingham territory?
Yeah, look, and it seems like Arizona has a little bit of swag right now.
Yeah, they got
right?
some little pep in their step,
right?
don't they?
So kind of getting it going and getting a little bit comfortable.
Yeah, looking very contender-esque tonight as they have the lead. 1 quarter down, 3 quarters to go. Arizona 7, Birmingham 3. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. I am Mike Daggs. He is Gerald Smith. We've got Corey Menner. We've got Justin Reside on stats. Cameron Irvine on production. Back at VFN HQ. Ashley Jackson on the field on offense. Jimmy Hatzis on the field on defense. Got all the stars out tonight, Gerald.
Plenty of stars on a great Southern night.
T to Queen, Fox Highwind, Brad Jones. Will Todd.
Oh!
Sacked. 6-yard loss on the play. Brought down by Joseph Sabolka. Speaking of stars, 13 seasons in the league. Sabolka spending so much of his time with Denver, as many of these players did before coming over with Goodman and Hatzis to form the Birmingham Hellhounds. And, man, have they looked just good. This defense is going to have to get something going, though, because their offense isn't.
Yeah, they're going to – I mean, they got to make plays on the stuff, right? That was Sabolka's first sack of the season, being able to get in there, but – and it's 2nd 16, so now the pressure is on Arizona. Oh,
Jackson back to throw, running away from Gerald Cumbus, who almost got his 2nd sack on the day. That was terrifying.
Yeah, no, he's a very large man, 6'6", 260.
Did you see how fast he's going? Talon Steele, did you see how fast he's going?
It was so fast.
Twice Talon Steele's size and somehow twice the speed. 3rd down and 14. Man, can you imagine seeing a guy that big running after you? Jackson back to throw and hit.
It's a fumble.
No, it's incomplete. Ball went forward, but wow, that one was close. His compass was right there again.
Dude, and he literally ran right around that right tackle on the offensive side, and it was like no chance. He was so quick off of the ball. They're going to need to do something right there because he's not getting off the ball quick enough.
That poor right tackle just looked lost. Rose Steele, the right tackle for the Scorpions. She just ran right by. But, yeah, Rose Steele at tackle. You got Perrin Ibarra at left tackle. Don Johnson. This one always gets to me. Ma'alinier. Hopper. Ma'alinier. I think I got it.
Ma'alinier.
Sir Charles is the center for Arizona. We'll go over the O-line here for Birmingham as they're going to see if they can get a drive going. It's been a bit. Goodman back to throw. Finds his target over the middle.
Catch.
Gets a first down. No 3 and out for them this time around. Dylan Lewis with the catch. Morgan Turiel and Damon Alucard are the tackles. At guard, you've got D'Angelo DeJesus and Kiera Cool. And at center, you got Marcella Martin here for the Hellhounds.
Look, and they're doing good, right? And two of those, the 2 tackles are actually rookies, and they got one of the best rushing attacks in the SFL right now.
Goodman throws over the middle. Kleinecht gets them into Arizona territory. Great job jumping and catching by the tight end.
Yeah, and if you watch right there, very, very good play. He waited just long enough for Bernard to fall back in the linebacker spot right there and threw it right over his head. Bernard, typically playing like the safety in right there, but Kleinecht able to get right over that. Jordan Goodman timing it just right to be able to get the ball and get it to fall right inside that pocket, and now they are officially in Arizona territory.
Talon Steele in the chat says, haha, I got wheels sometimes. Yeah, when you're on the bus on the way to the stadium. 2-yard pass. Why am I being mean to Talon Steele? That's not nice.
And you love tight ends. I don't know why you're hating on them.
Hey, because you listen, you know how I am. If I'm picking on you, it's because I like you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Speaking of, how was your picks last week?
Even when, that's what I'm saying. Even when you poison somebody, it works
I didn't
too.
mean to.
It was out of love. I understand.
Yeah, exactly. If you love someone, poison them. Wait, that's not the saying. Oh, pressure on its way, but Goodman gets it off. Kleinecht gets the catch, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Birmingham, and they reclaim the lead.
Oh, wow. Like, Grant Hardaway seemingly went for the interception, played the ball, not the receiver. Got a little bit confused. You want to see it here. He's able to catch it right there. Oh, he went for it and just couldn't get a hand on him. And Kleinecht just made a little bit of a move and then ran toward the pylon. Wow, 23 yards after the catch right there to get themselves back the lead. Really, really big right there. And we even said the defense had to respond.
Yeah.
Right, to stop Arizona, and they did. And then they gave their offense back the ball. And like we mentioned before, Jordan Goodman, right? The run game is kind of what it is right now. Not doing anything heavy there, but Jordan Goodman coming up big and throwing to the right people at the right time.
Yeah, Kleinecht now with 83 yards and a touchdown on the day, and we're midway through quarter number 2 as this return comes out to the 26-yard line. Let's see if Arizona can respond. SFLM Season 12 is underway, and you can catch all the action every Tuesday and Thursday on the Virtual Football Network. This week, San Diego heads north to Oregon, and New York goes west to San Jose on Tuesday, plus Philadelphia hosts Boston on Thursday. See the SFL Stars up tomorrow right here on the Virtual Football Network.
Pressure now back on Arizona.
We go down to the ground game. Brad Jones runs into the waiting arms of Luis Quintana. And we'll go over this defense here for Birmingham. We've got Gerald Cumbus. Yeah, no kidding. We've seen a little bit of him. Hugo Reynosa, Logan Gardner, and Joseph Sabolka on the defensive line. Chuck Diesel, Jimmy Burgett, Luis Quintana, and John Martin are the linebackers. Pass down to the bottom, finds Fox Highwind, who got lit up but held on to the pass. This secondary, we've already seen Jimmy Hatsis. I think you just saw Stephen Goodman. Is that who that was that just took his head off? Yeah, it is. Watch. Yep. Bam! he held on, though. Tank Bennett, Tank Bennett. Ted Haynes, Lucas DeVore, who I've seen in the chat all night, both in this game and during our show. Appreciate your support. And Blake Prine in the secondary here for Birmingham. First down and 10. What a catch by Highwind, huh?
Yeah, they needed something like that.
Jackson to throw up top, one-on-one, and can't get it. Jimmy Hatsis in on the coverage of T. Queen, second down.
Now, look, and they were able to pick up Cumbus right there as he's coming around the edge that time. But, man, he's presenting a problem for that right tackle. Even on that catch that was caught down the field just a couple of plays ago, he was right in Ashley's face. So they gotta do something on that right side.
Talent Steele down to help block this time, perhaps, and all that does is get Brad Jones bottled up behind the offensive line and tackled by Logan Gardner. Third and 11.
On that play, you know who made that play?
Cumbus
stood
again.
his ground,
Yeah.
started inching the actual tackle back, and had his guy come in because it made the running back. You push the offensive lineman in the backfield, it has them make a decision, and it blows up the whole play.
Jackson rolls away from Cumbus, throws, and that one's incomplete. Great job on defense. Tank Bennett getting in the way, getting the pass deflection, and Arizona once again will have to punt.
Man, like it was looking so good for Arizona prior to this drive right here offensively, and they just the one big catch, and then everything just kind of just fizzled out, right? Like you gotta bring more to the table than that.
Even that snap was real low. I mean, Rob Evans just had to pick that up off the turf, gets it up to the 25-yard line. And, yeah, let's see what Birmingham's able to do. They've got the lead back, only a 3-point lead. You know, being midway through the second quarter here, I'm sure they'd like to try to extend that even further before halftime.
Well, and the play distribution that they have, right? Right now they have 12 passing attempts, 11 rushes on the game. They're about 50-50 in play selection.
Goodman finds his target over the middle once again. Mike Kleinecht with the catch. And they've been having a lot of passes like this tonight, Gerald, where they just drop back, find the hole in the zone, connect with their target.
And it's working. And you know what this is looking like to me, right? Do you remember when Denver was in their heyday doing all those good things, right? Does anybody know who their offensive coordinator was running that?
Like way back when?
Yeah, when Denver was running all their stuff.
Well, I would assume it was Vega, but
no. Michael Goodman came in, turned that offense around, and that's what they ran, on their way to, a couple of championships, stuff like that. So this is what this is starting to look like. He's finally got his staff all together here, came back to Denver after taking many, many seasons off, comes back here, goes to Denver, does other stuff, and then he's got a chance to run his own squad, and guesses what he's doing. Look at this.
Wow, yeah. Dominic Kane breaking tackles, gets another first down as we roll into the second half of quarter number 2.
Look, and not only when he does it, he brings in a guy like Jimmy Hatches to run operated defense like they're doing. Really, really good stuff. And this is what it looks like, vintage Denver type stuff. Really, really dominant on both sides of the ball.
Running off tackle here. Bailey O'Shaughnessy.
What is going on?
Oh, he can't be tackled. Gets all the way down to the 30-yard line before he's finally brought down. It literally took a scorpion riding on him to bring him down.
I know, and it took him to just jump on his back and just ride him to the ground. And look, and this is what they've been good about. Look the way he navigates all the traffic, and the offensive linemen never quit during the whole time, right? When they think their guy's bought up, they just keep running downfield. Hey, we're playing whistle to whistle. What they did, they're going down, knocking people to the ground to create a running lane for O'Shaughnessy to do the things that he does.
Angry run right there. Getting down to the 30. Goodman to pass. Finds a target open in the middle of the zone again. Ivan Lizardi with another catch. Gets him inside the red zone now. First down.
So efficient in what they're doing, right? They get those runs, and just when you think, hey, it's first down, look, they might come out in the run, and then they swap it up and get themselves in a situation where they're going to throw the ball. And it's not just a 5-yard route. They got 12 to 15 right there.
Going back down to the ground with O'Shaughnessy. Picks up 8 just like that.
Look, and this is what it's like with all the play selection that they're having. Spreading them out, running right up the middle in a little bit of a dive/draw play. And they get chunk yardage right here.
Yeah.
8 yards on first down from the running back. And here we're going to probably have a Dominic Kane sighting right here with this second and short.
Split backs now. Oh, wow. Well, you did have a Dominic Kane sighting, but you also had a DJ Kilgannon sighting as he was in the backfield before the snap, I think.
Yes. So, look, and he knew exactly, just like we all did up here, he knew exactly what was coming.
Yep. He's like, I saw this on film. Let me get this tackle. 3rd and 5. Pressure on its way. Goodman tries running. It doesn't work. Brought down by the Hall of Famer Hunter Norwood for the sack.
Look, and what a play that was, because the pressure was coming right off of the edge, and it was able to get picked up right there, right? By Kleinecht, picked up the blitz, but he left a little bit of a hole right there for Norwood to kind of sliver his way in there and actually make that sack. But that was a very, very huge play right there. Why? Because it keeps Arizona within 1 score.
Yeah.
In this game. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, he made it. You know, I was going to say, too, Jordan Bradshaw's extra point on the last score that they had, the last touchdown, almost missed.
It was almost like that.
Yeah. So that field goal, whew, that was close. But, yeah, see, I think Arizona's going to have to take a page out of Birmingham's playbook there. You mentioned the block by Kleineck. They're going to need to make a halftime adjustment and, you know, tell Talon Steele, listen, we've seen how fast you can go. Why don't you just stay at the offensive line and throw a little chip at least on Gerald Cumbus because he is eating us alive right now.
They got to do something because the way he's coming off the edge, man, is just unreal right now. Look, and it's kind of crazy because it's, you know, he's their best defensive lineman right now in terms of sacks.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. The UFL is also back, and you can catch all the action here on the Virtual Football Network. Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, Cameron Irvine calls 5 games at once in the game day gauntlet before primetime coverage from coast to coast starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Little toss down to Brad Jones, who decides to get a little bit of a angry run going of his own. He picks up a first down. Back to the UFL, you can catch the red-hot Austin Lone Stars battling Los Angeles in a playoff rematch from last season on UFL primetime before the SFL Monday Night Spectacular. Gerald, we're going to call a little bit of UFL action this Sunday night. You ready?
I am ready. I was disappointed in the Claws losing, and we didn't look very good. Our defense was just not very good at all. We're like Swiss cheese. So,
yeah.
you know, hopefully we're going to address that and come into week 2 and show them what we got.
Pitch down to the bottom. Getting this run game going is something that could definitely help them here in the second half. DJ Moses with a carry, 2nd down and 7.
And I like how they're just taking it slow right here, right? They got all the timeouts.
Jackson tries to find a target over the middle. See, that's the thing. It's not necessarily that Arizona's doing anything wrong. It's this defense doing everything right. Quintana stretching out and getting his hand right in the way of that pass.
Right, look, and her passes that happen to be a little bit rushed too, right? Because Cumbus is still destroying the right tackle. Look at they got a tight on that side. Give Cumbus a little bit of a chip right here.
They're down in 7, trying to get some sort of points out of this. Jackson drops back, quick throw, middle, finds DeQueen to the 40, tackled at the 39-yard line, and timeout called by Arizona.
T just posted up right there in front of about 4 defenders. No, I'm catching this. We need points.
She would not be denied. Ball spotted at the 40. I thought they might have given her the 39-yard line, but see an updated look at the stats. Yeah, not a lot of rush yards from Arizona yet. They're not going to here either. That one nearly intercepted. Batted away, though. 2nd down and 10. Dangerous pass.
I actually thought it had a chance. She would have put a little bit more arc on it right there. It may have gotten where she wanted it to be, but it was a little bit flat. Being able to, you know, put it right in the pathway of the defenders, and they were able to knock it down.
Empty backfield look for the Scorpions. 2nd down and 10. Jackson does a pirouette and then throws. That almost worked. Tried to get it out to TJ Punk. Gerald's face is in his hands right now.
I'm like, TJ Punk's got to come up with that.
Yeah, you got to catch it.
He may have been bedazzled by Ashley's moves back there, and it distracted him. Did you see how beautiful that was? And he's like, oh, crap, the ball's coming.
Jackson to throw. This time a standard pass is picked off. Tank Bennett getting the pick. He's going to return it all the way to the 36-yard line. Bennett with pick number 180,000 on his career, give or take, if you ask Gerald.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame worthy guy, right? He's got left off the bat for some reason. I don't know why, but he's getting in soon. But guess what? He comes through right here, one-handing it right there. Tank Bennett showing his skills and being able to take it back. But, man, this is the things that this Birmingham defense has done all season, being able to, teams start to get there, get a little bit of momentum, and they just shut the door right on them by taking the ball away. And it's pretty devastating for a team like Arizona who's on a 3-game skid and is just looking to get right back in it.
17 interceptions by this defense now on the season. They came into the night with 15. That's 4th best in the league. And now Goodman's going to go right back to the air. They're almost in field goal range with only 40 seconds to go to try to make this a 2-score ball game. Got to take care of the ball, though. That was a dangerous throw right off the bat.
Yeah, look, and they want to get within field goal range, right? Because guess what? Their kicker is, he's got second most attempts in the league right now, and makes, right. He's been perfect on the season with his kicks as of right now.
Michael Goodman moves to the bottom. Jordan Goodman back to pass, decides to do a little screen type pass. It looked like, but it did not go for very much. And Birmingham will call their first time out.
Yeah, they're looking to get there straight here. They're like, hey, look, we probably need somewhere between, 3 to 5 yards to put ourselves, within Bradshaw range right here. So I'd look for something in the 5 to 7 yard range.
Play action. Goodman rolls out to the top, throws to the top, and it's almost intercepted. And that's been part of the problem for Arizona tonight, is how many times we've said almost intercepted. Terrell Davis can't haul it in, but what are they going to do here?
Yeah, look,
they're going to go for a 52-yard.
Why not try it? He's got a long of 48 on the season.
Perfect on the season at 18 of 18 right now. This one from the right hash. He almost missed a short one earlier, but makes that one right through. Hooks it back in left. 19 of 19 with a new long of 52 and gives his team the 2-score advantage.
And Bradshaw says, I can do it, coach, and old-fashioned Otis Boudreaux reign. Let me kick you to victory as he kicks his,
Boudreaux's not on either of these rosters.
Third. No, I said in old school Otis Boudreaux fashion, It's his third field goal made.
You got problems.
On the day.
No, you got problems.
No, I don't. Greatest kicker of all time.
Kicker turned up to the 31. 18 seconds to go here in the first half. It's been pretty much all Birmingham. I mean, the one touchdown that Arizona has so far was on an all-out blitz by the Birmingham defense. Otherwise, they really haven't been able to get much going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when all your success is on a severe defensive breakdown, it says a lot about the defense and how strong they are and how much they've shut down your offense.
Swing route out to Brad Jones. He'll gain 3, steps out of bounds with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't even know what maybe they're just looking to get a swing route to see if they can get a running back out in open space to maybe create something big. But man, it's just Arizona is not looking like the Arizona team. Like you and I both, even especially the way they started out the season, right? And getting on that 3-game win streak and doing the things that they did and beating opponents by as much as they did.
Yeah, those 3 games were all 3 of them were games where they held their opponents to 3.
Yeah, it was.
They looked unstoppable.
And it wasn't like it was against any overly terrible teams, man. Right? They beat Washington 34-3.
Yeah.
Right. And the other one was Oklahoma City and Chicago. But still, I mean, has any other team held those teams to that minimum points? No.
Jackson throws deep downfield. Punk could have hauled that in. He was gone.
Wow.
Updated look at Jackson's numbers now: 6 of 20 on the day. Only a 30% completion percentage, Gerald.
And her QBR is my age.
Yeah, you wish it was your age. A literal decade has passed before you were that age. Punt back to the 32-yard line. And that will bring us to halftime. So Birmingham with a comfortable lead in this one, 16-7 over the Scorpions. Arizona gets the ball to start the second half. We'll head to halftime. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Gerald, your thoughts so far on the first half?
It's just been the defense by Birmingham, right? They were able to force, a couple of turnovers when the opponent was driving, right? Getting within their territory, and they decided to pick the ball off to kill that drive. And then Arizona, their only touchdown was on a severe defensive breakdown by the Birmingham defense. So, and Birmingham offense, right? They played mistake-free. They're not playing overly great in any way, shape, or form, but what they are doing is in the passing game, which we just haven't really seen. But they're doing just enough in the run game as well, just for them to be able to get it done. So, and I think Arizona has a really, really tall hill to climb in this second half.
They sure do. Mike Kleinak, 95 yards on the day and a touchdown. He is your halftime player of the game. And, the run game for Birmingham, we highlighted it in the pregame show, and it doesn't feel like there's been a whole lot out of it so far, but quietly, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, 12 rushes, 61 yards. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry. I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith. We've got Justin Reside, Corey Menner with us on stats, Cameron Irvine on production. Appreciate you joining us for this week 10 kickoff game.
1-0.
Yeah, week 1-0, baby. That's what I was trying to say. Chaw, man. Returned up to the 25. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Terry Money gets the ball up to the 25. And Ashley Jackson, 6 of 20. 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions. A first half to forget. See if she can rebound here in the second half. The run game, not a whole lot better either. Leading rusher on the day for the Scorpions, Brad Jones with 25 yards.
Yeah, they got to do something, right? They have to make some adjustments in the second half and do something a little bit different. The game is not out of reach.
Jackson has time, throws middle, double coverage, but gets it out to TJ Punk with a big catch.
And those are the catches they needed in the first half right there to get them to go. But way to start out right on the first play of this half. Get yourself some chunk yardage right there. TJ Punk being able to, one-hand it and keep it in there and secure it. So, I would really like Arizona to be aggressive, right? In a way right here, right? Because guess what? You need to get some energy behind your offense right now. You don't really have it. The whole team doesn't have a whole lot of energy right now in terms of, momentum-based energy.
Jackson adjusts, throws, and that one's batted away by Jimmy Burgett. Second down and 10.
Man, look at Birmingham's helmets. I like the little green flame that's right on the front going toward the back, almost like a stripe. It's a pretty nice touch on the helmet. I like it.
It's beautiful.
I think so.
Will Todd in motion now. They're going to hand this one off. Met right back at the line, and still no joy for Brad Jones as he's met right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play. Third and 9.
It's a John Martin signing, who I think is their best defensive player right here, being able to come through and actually make that tackle, right up the middle. I mean, we spoke about all his stats and everything else he had, that, in the breakdown on the pregame.
Jackson throws middle. That one's caught. Hauled in by Money. Gets the first down, keeps this drive alive. So some good throws so far.
Yeah, and he just leaked himself right over the middle, right? And he just, hey, look, I'm going to find myself open and, being able to get there. And Jimmy Hatz is kind of separating coverage. Look at it, had maybe a little bit of confusion as to who was going to pick him up as it came across. But, Jimmy Hatz has got himself separated a little bit and created space for Money to bring it in.
Hand this one off to Jones once again. Still not able to punch through this defensive line or the linebackers. Quintana with the stop.
No, man, and that's the second time they ran that play, and that's just not working. Birmingham linebackers are just not fooled by that draw play at all.
Second and 10 from the 40. Jackson has time, throws middle again, and these passes in the middle are working this time around. Fox Highwind gets the completion and keeps the drive going.
Very, very huge on that play was the double team they put on Cumbus on that play, right? Being able to come through and keep pushing him and knocking him down to the ground to give Ashley some time to find her wide receiver open right there. So very, very good adjustment Arizona made putting that extra body on Compass out there.
Jackson, quick pass this time, and wow, she had Donnie Hands running across the middle and missed him. Threw it into triple coverage instead.
I don't know what that was.
An incompletion.
A very quick read. Like
Yeah.
she didn't give herself enough time to to make her second and third reads there. A little bit too quick on the trigger.
Second down and 10. Brad Jones moving up top. Jackson rolls out and is absolutely crushed. Logan Gardner gets in on the sack party with his first of the day.
Yeah, Logan Gardner adds his fourth on the season coming through as they start sliding stuff to the opposite side. Pay attention to somebody else. Gardner says, hey, I can actually sack the quarterback too as well, right? He did a little bit of a twist right there with the blitzing DB, and man, the way that they're starting to just lock down as Arizona gets in their territory is just crazy. But Arizona, no mistakes here.
Jackson, middle, gets the field goal closer with Highwind getting the catch. Can't get the first down, but will be some points on the board if they can make this kick. Don't count them before they're in there. Rob M's out for the field goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. Say, look, man, either way it goes, we're going to close it down to a one-score game on this drive. And if they make this, they have done just that.
Ems kicks it through the uprights. 10th make on the season. He's also perfect on the season. And cuts this back down to a one-score ball game, keeping Arizona right in it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Arizona hasn't done anything bad, right? Look, and they've done pretty decent defensively, at times, right? Getting down there. And as Birmingham has gotten down there, Arizona's defense has tightened up. Arizona's defense has tightened up and forced those 3 field goals, right? They've only given up 1 touchdown today, which is really good, right? But they're tightened up till they're keeping themselves in it. They're giving their offense opportunities, to put points on the board and actually to stay in the game. Because if you look at it, right, the way we play, I fully think that Birmingham has dominated this game, but it just hasn't gotten out of hand.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. You saw Dominic Kane's numbers. Not as good as O'Shaughnessy, who gets this pitch here. And this is why, Gerald, whoever tries to tackle him first isn't going to do it. You got to send 2 guys to tackle Bailey O'Shaughnessy because one's not going to get it done. And then even once that second guy gets him, watch. Nope, you're not tackling me. And he's like, I'll get you. Okay, I'm going to take you for about a 5-yard ride first.
And you want to know how well coached they are? You have wide receivers blocking on the end, right? A guy gets behind the wide receiver. The wide receiver is not turning around wondering, hey, what happened? Why this guy? He's going to find the next guy downfield.
Goodman up top.
Oh, you got to catch that.
Yeah, I got to catch that indeed. Could not haul it in. Ernest McRae Sr. with another almost gets the INT. And it's like the 4th or 5th time we've said that tonight,
Ernest, man, if you want some shrimp po' boys, boy, you got to catch those, right? Because I know you like that shrimp po' boys from down south.
Bribery with food.
Oh yeah.
According to our stats crew, 6 pass deflections on the day for this Arizona defense and 0 interceptions. Goodman throws middle, incomplete. And that brings up a 3rd down and 10. So Arizona's defense looking to try to get the ball back for their offense here. Can they get the stop?
Yeah, look, and this is something that they need, right? We're looking at the play distribution. I need to go to the Goodman Hatz's School of Coaching because 19 passes, 17 runs, nearly 50% on either side.
I want to go to the Hatz's School of Hair Care.
I
need to find out how to do a little wave.
I think that has passed for me.
Goodman on 3rd down. That one's complete. That's not even who I thought he was throwing it to, and suddenly it was caught by Goodman. The Goodman to Goodman connection keeps the drive alive. 1st down and 10, Birmingham.
Wow, and they came out in a zone right here and gave just enough time for him to just get open, man. Credit to the offensive line to giving them all the time that they needed. Look, and this is of course, Eddie Gage's defense has not put a whole lot of pressure on quarterbacks this season. But man, you would expect that long. That's way too much time. Somebody's got to get in there and put pressure on the quarterback so you can prevent those type of throws from happening, especially on a 3rd and long.
Back down to the ground they go. Dominic Kane with the carry. We've got an update from Albuquerque. Cameron Irvine back at VFN HQ.
Thank you, Mike. We got a good one in New Mexico as the Adams are hanging tough with the DC Dragons. Kevin Say with a 4-yard touchdown just before the end of the first half ties the game at 7, and that's where we are midway through the third quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Cam. Close game here, close game there.
I don't understand.
What's the matter?
I don't know, man. Like, DC doubted them. Now we're picking them, and now they're struggling with Albuquerque.
It's making you question all of your picks and all of your life choices.
Correct. I might cry if I go 2-5 again or whatever.
Oh, I would too. That's embarrassing. Goodman, he's going to take off and run with it.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Arizona gets the third down stop, and we'll have to see Jordan Bradshaw come out for another long field goal try if they want to go for it.
Yeah, and a Hall of Famer under Hunter Norwood getting his second, sack right there. But
they're gonna punt.
Yeah, they got him just enough out of field goal range right there. But it's kind of strange because from the same area,
Heading the other direction though.
They had an attempt.
Yeah. Oh, touchback.
Oh, touchback. Dang.
Yeah. What a bounce, though. I thought that was going to go out of bounds at the 9. Suddenly it's bouncing.
I thought it was. Bounce back in. Tank Bennett tried to save it, but just couldn't do it. And we can obviously see the single-arm bird flap from the referee that says touchback.
Caw-caw. I don't know what that was. Matt used to do that. Caw-caw. Like, what are you, a bird? I don't understand. Jackson up top.
What a catch.
Yeah, great catch by Highwind. Gets a quick first down.
And Ashley, the pocket was collapsing right there. Ashley had to do something to get rid of the ball, and she threw it right where only she could put it. And Fox Highwind actually makes a very good play on it.
Yeah, dropping down to the ground.
Right, at about knee high, being able to grab that ball.
First down from the 31. Talon Steele in motion. Man, it took him a while to get there. Jackson throws. Deep middle T to Queen to the 30, the 25, 20, down to the 10, 5. Touchdown, T to Queen. The Scorpions tie it up.
Look, and if you watch that play from the very beginning, Ashley called an audible, put a wide receiver in Talon Steele, took him forever to get to where he's going to see what kind of coverage it was. And guess what? Had T coming right across the middle, got the look she wanted, threw it right to T. T catches it and takes it in for an extremely long touchdown pass of 69 yards.
I thought for sure Lucas DeVore was going to be able to catch up and get that tackle, but T just had a step on him the whole way, all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point is good, and Arizona reclaims the lead. As back and forth we go, which I think means you should all like this video, because chat, the more likes that we get, the more people see our content. Each like also contributes $1,000 to Monday's bingo pot. New viewers means new players. New players means growing our great community. Like this video, turn on your notifications. You'll never miss a live stream, highlight, or podcast. Man, there's been a lot of good kick returns tonight. Thanks for your support of the Virtual Football Network and the Simulation Football League.
Man, like 10 unanswered by Arizona here, right? Straight 10 unanswered. That Arizona, when we just talked about it at half.
Yeah.
How we felt like the game was getting away from Arizona, and they come out after half and put up 10 unanswered points to take the lead. Very, very good play so far in the second half by Arizona.
First down and 10, Mark Lopez in the chat. Somehow Mike and Gerald get to call the best games. I know a guy. That's how. Goodman up top. Nice, short, safe pass, and I don't hate it. The passes like that, I love them. I've got them all over my playbook. You have some people go down deep. Others, they're just going for a little 2-yard out. Listen, if nothing's open deep, you got to give them a check down. And Michael Goodman, offensive coordinator, does a great job game planning. Similarly.
Yeah, definitely. Because any yards is better than none at all.
Yeah. Lewis down to the slot at the bottom. They end up pitching it to the top. Breaks one tackle. Gets tackled by the second guy. Only a 3-yard pickup, but classic Bailey O'Shaughnessy there.
Yeah, look, and this is the thing that we're going to see. This is going to tell us where both these guys are at, like in terms of like the game flow right now and momentum, right? We're going to see how Birmingham's going to approach this and how Arizona's going to approach this. This is a pretty large third down. Wow.
Huge third down. Goodman throws and misses his target. No flag on the play. Saw a little bit of contact. Yeah, it looks like they might be talking about it too, but it was not called. Rain Rie with the breakup. 4th down.
And it looked scary right there. The kind of blitz that Eddie Gage brought right there got a little bit hectic, and I think Jordan Goodman sensed it and maybe threw a little bit early, but very, very good coverage on the field.
Yeah, they sent 6, and the pressure was enough to disrupt the pass. Punt returned up to the 26-yard line. Talon Steele says, T has them wheels. Sounds jealous.
Yeah, I would be jealous too. But she was like flying,
she was flying
down there.
Man.
I literally thought of saying, no, they're going to catch it. No. T would not be denied. That's
she
for
would
sure.
not be denied. Not a chance. So, Arizona with a 1-point lead, looking to extend it. Ashley Jackson under pressure throws the ball, tries to get it out to Talon Steele, and misses. 2nd down.
It looked kind of scary to me, and maybe it wasn't like on second look, but it looked like it was a scary pass because it looked like,
there's a lot going on. A lot of bodies flying around.
Burgett was right there.
5 on the line for Birmingham. They drop back. Jackson throws, finds Talon Steele downfield. How'd he get way down there? Crossing into Birmingham territory. And a big catch and 1st down for the Scorpions.
And how'd he get down there that far? Because they gave Ashley enough time right there. Look what they're doing. They're trying to slide the running back to help the tackle, and it did nothing. But Ashley had just enough time to be able to find Talon Steele going down the field. So, here comes Arizona
Here they
right
come.
now.
On the move into Birmingham territory. Ashley Jackson changing the play at the line. Jackson drops back. Everybody on their way again. And another Talon Steele walk-in touchdown. He hops in. He hopped in on 1 foot.
And as we see, like the roughing the passer call right here again, Talon Steele was talking about his dance moves on the last one he had, and he does it again, and he was able to complete his dance moves on his way to the end zone.
That was beautiful.
This is huge. A huge defensive breakdown right here. Could maybe look, and we have a whole nother quarter left. But Birmingham does not want to be in this situation. Like, how many more times you going to go all out and have that type of breakdown on defense? But now you're down 8 points. This is 17 points.
Yeah.
Unanswered.
Big swing in this one as Arizona now out in front 24-16. Gerald, we've got some more SFL action coming up tonight, but tomorrow on the Virtual Football Network, Pittsburgh travels to Bossier City in a critical game for both teams' playoff chances, kicking us off at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Other action includes Fort Worth, Miami, got Washington, Houston, and Anchorage, Oklahoma City. It's all right here on VFN. Another weekend packed full of football between the SFL and the UFL.
It's all good, UFL. We get to call one this weekend.
Sure do. Welcome to 10 minutes ago when I said that. Flag on the play.
Well, I just want to reiterate it.
I'm sorry.
Man.
Hey, there might be new viewers.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. There's a little defensive pass interference on that play, though.
Yeah, it's the first time. Minimal yardage, though. So it looks like only a 5-yard penalty there. So Arizona, you wouldn't be too upset about it, but it was clearly PI. Huge.
Yeah. Talon Steele says, whoa, whoa, call me the Easter Bunny, hop, hop. You got it. That is absolutely what we will call him for the remainder of the game.
Bunny.
Yeah.
He's now known as Bunny.
He's just Bunny.
Talon
Bunny Steele.
There goes Bunny.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, aren't rabbits fast, though?
Rabbits are fast, but not this one.
Not bunnies, I guess. Maybe he had his
not
rabbit's
that
feet
bunny.
clip turned into keychains.
There you go.
That could be it. 39 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pressure on its way,
Wow.
and Goodman had to get that one out of there quickly and throws it safely out of bounds.
Man, I feel like Birmingham is getting. I think they're a little shocked right now,
Yeah, definitely.
right? And they're just out of sorts. They got to get back to doing what they, with what they do.
Second down and 10 from the 39. Goodman checks this one down to O'Shaughnessy and breaks that first tackle. Everett Garrison didn't stand a chance, but the defense does a good job of swarming and preventing much more than a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, look, and that's how you want to do it on defense,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like the first guy don't get it. Hey, man, just make sure you have very good pursuit by all players there. Never quit on any play.
Final moments of the third quarter ticking away as Goodman throws over the middle, complete to Dylan Lewis, and from the Arizona 40 is where we will start the fourth quarter. So get your fours up in the chat and get ready for one final quarter of action. Is this one's going to be a great finish. Gerald, we've got an 8-point ball game. You've got a team like Birmingham at 6-1 on the move. Stay tuned. We got a great one in store. 3 quarters in the books. 10 minutes remains here from Birmingham. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. One last time, I am Mike Dykes. He is Gerald Smith, Corey Menner, and Justin Reside with us on stats. Cameron Irvine on production, and Bunny on the sideline right now waiting for the Scorpions to get back out on the field so he can hop his way down and try to score some more points.
Possibly. If they get another opportunity, he's itching for it.
Goodman, 14 of 26, 204 yards, and a touchdown. He's played a clean game so far. Throws that one. Tried to get it out to Kleinecht. Wow. Yeah, it's hard to overthrow a 6'5" guy, but he did it right there. Second down.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. They looking like they get a little bit too pass heavy right now. Not that it's not working right. They've been mistake free, but
we haven't seen many O'Shaughnessy runs here in the second half.
Right.
For sure.
Oh, you got to catch that.
Yeah, hit him in the hands. Targeting Kleinecht pretty heavy here in this one. This is, I believe, 11th target now on the day, and that one's incomplete.
Yeah, and this is another third and very long. It's 3rd and 10 right here. How are they going to do it? Look, and this is where Arizona wants to feast. I know they haven't picked the ball off very much, but look out. They might start taking chances here.
Plenty of pass deflections, pressure on its way, and that one is caught. Wow, what a catch by Ivan Lazardi.
And you know that looked like a back shoulder catch right there between them both. Guess what? He turned around, threw it away from the defender. A little bit of a back shoulder type thing, and he turned around and caught it. Threw the defender off a little bit. Defender didn't really see it, but what a catch on 3rd and 10 right there to get themselves, right at the red zone.
Empty backfield now for Birmingham. Goodman under pressure again, throws up top, and it's incomplete. Oh, we've seen so many passes bouncing off Kleinecht's hands tonight.
He was wide open. That was a potential game-tying potential touchdown right there. And look, and we're going to see how important that is, how important that drop is. They might not get another opportunity.
Put some gloves on, sir. They make those tools for a reason.
Wow, hit him right on the shoulder or something, man.
He's got tape.
Man.
Goodman throws middle, incomplete. Goodman's been under pressure.
Yeah, he's been
a lot.
Yeah, especially as of late, right? They don't have the sacks to, I guess they put him on the ground 3 times, but man, if you hit him like that, it makes them think a little about what's going on. But
yeah,
3rd down right here. Let's see if Birmingham's going to be able to replicate similarly what they did on our last 3rd and 10.
In field goal range, it would make it a 1-score ball game again. Currently an 8-point game. Steals. No Easter eggs for them today. Goodman to throw, pressure again, and somehow it's caught. First down and goal. What a catch again. Lazardi making all the difficult catches.
Goodman had David Tilley in his face, very large human being, and he's still able to get the ball off and throw it in traffic. And it was like rookie to rookie there. And Lazardi making a catch in traffic.
Terrell Davis was right there trying to get the stop. Could
Holy
not do
cow.
it. First down and goal. Toss to the top. And
He held
Kane
him out.
down at about the goal line. Second down and goal now.
And here's where probably Bailey O'Shaughnessy is going to come in with his, league leading 10 rushing touchdowns right here possibly.
Goodman hands it off. O'Shaughnessy up top. Touchdown Birmingham. And they are a 2-point conversion away from getting this tied back up. Let's see that blimp.
Yep, as we see the blimp. This touchdown was scored on the last 2 3rd and 10 plays where they came up very, very huge on those plays to get themselves in this situation to score that touchdown. And what are they doing? They're not wasting any time. They're going to go for 2 right here.
Bailey O'Shaughnessy in the backfield. Bear in mind, he almost never gets tackled on the first hit. Gets the toss up top. Gets hit.
My God.
Oh, he dove and didn't make it. Denied.
He thought he had a chance at diving, but right as he was going up to dive, who hit him? Looked like 22.
Scotty Kilgannon.
Wow, the rookie coming up huge
Coming in
right there
clutch.
to preserve the lead for his team.
Will Todd says nay. He's either a horse or happy that they denied the 2. Probably the latter.
I'll take the former.
You don't really know for sure. Most of this team here in Birmingham came from Denver. And speaking of Denver, the SFL convention is headed back west, this time to Denver, Colorado, July 31st to August 2nd. We've already oversold our rooms in what is shaping up to be the largest convention ever, -1 Gerald Smith, who is rude. Reserve your room now at simfl.net. Don't miss out on the event of the year like Gerald.
I'm afraid to get poisoned.
Oh, stop it. You're so dramatic. So, Arizona now nursing a 2-point lead. They're going to go down to the ground game and try to kill some of this clock. A lot of time remaining, though. They got to get first downs.
Yeah. Look, and what they've been doing on offense, they haven't been doing anything really wrong on offense this entire half. So why not stick with what you've been doing, right? It's working, right? You mix it in the pass and everything else, and just keep.
Oh, Jackson to Bunny.
Good.
Bunny gets up to the 45-yard line and gets the first down.
And just when he's wanting to get back on the field and do his thing, Ashley finds him real quick. That was just a no-step drop right out of the stance and found him on a little bit of a slanty post route over the middle.
Yeah, just a hop, skip, and a jump past the first down marker.
Just works.
First down and 10 from the 44. Going to hand this one off right up the middle, and Brad Jones getting some nice yards on that one. Gets half of what he needs, and man, nothing better on first down than picking up at least half. That second down and 5 lets you be a little bit more creative. Do you want to stick to the ground? Do you want to throw? You can do either.
It makes the next 2 plays much easier to manage, right? If you're 2nd and 10, you're like, all right, do we throw? Do we pass? Are we already behind the chains of this already?
Going right back down to the ground again and picking up the first down into Birmingham territory, and DJ Moses with the carry. First down and 10.
This is what a different like a halftime adjustments and a break makes when you talk to your team, and you come out and you implement those adjustments, and it's working to perfection for Arizona right now, defensively and offensively.
Not a whole lot of rushing taking place for Arizona in this one. There's only 16 total carries. 4 of those have been recorded as Ashley Jackson runs. So only 12 rushes between Jones and Moses. Finally starting to get some things going. Oh, that's how you do it. Hashtag throw it to the former tight end. Will Todd getting the pitch.
Yeah, dude, all they did was pitch it right out to him, and the big-bodied man was trying to run somebody over, need another teammate in Birmingham to just stop him short. Otherwise, he would have carried him over the line.
Big third down here. outside of field goal range. They want to extend this lead, handing it off straight up the middle and getting the first down. Brad Jones with the big carry.
Arizona playing with that swag right now because that offensive line opened up a hole so big. The snowball truck just went right on through with no clients.
Jackson back to throw, throws it to nobody at all. I think she was intending to hit Fox Highwind, but maybe a broken route or misread or something.
Yeah, I don't think they both thought something else was going on that play. But man, the way that they're going right now, I think like
keep it to the ground.
Birmingham's so shocked right now on defense; they don't know what to do here.
TJ Punk moves from the bottom up into the slot at the top of the screen.
Wow.
Brad Jones picks up half. 3rd down and 5.
And they've taken up a lot of clock here. They've actually got the ball around with close to 8 minutes left right here. Maybe a little bit more, and they've actually chewed up about 3+ minutes of game time.
But if they can't come out of this drive with some points, and preferably a touchdown for them, it would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, I thought he had it.
Yeah, DeQueen down at the bottom. I thought for sure she was going to haul that one in. But, 4th down here, so they will get the opportunity to kick the field goal, but that makes it a 5-point ball game. So all Birmingham needs to do, which they've done quite well all season long, is get themselves a touchdown with 5 minutes to go. That's plenty of time. And first things first, Rob Ems has to kick this one through 43 yards from midfield, and it's true all the way right down the middle and good. So Arizona is able to extend their lead, now out in front 27-22. So a 5-point ball game here. And Birmingham about to get the ball back. And they haven't, I don't know, how's their drives looked here in the second half? It feels like they've just been kind of dragging. In the 3rd quarter, they only had 2 possessions. They had to punt both of them away. And then they did get a nice drive their last time out, 75-yard drive resulting in a touchdown. They went for the 2-point conversion and failed. That's what's gotten us here to this 5-point ball game. So 80 yards away from the end zone. Field goal really doesn't do them a whole lot of good here.
No, but look, I think they need to stay themselves away from the dangerous, 3rd down and long situations that they had on the last drive. I don't know how sustainable that's going to be for them.
For sure. Goodman throws, tries to get that one out quick to Jay Viper. And this Arizona defense, they're playing different here in this second half. They're fired up. They can see the end of this losing streak in sight.
Right. Look, and have you ever seen that side-eye look that Eddie Gay gives you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he said nothing. I just think he went in there and just stared at him, and everybody knew what time it was.
They're like, oh, guys, we gotta go win a football game.
That even scares me. Look, imagine when I see Eddie at these conventions and he gives me that side-eye look for some of the things I said 8 years ago.
Is that why you're not going to Denver?
No comment.
3rd down and 9 already. Are we in 4-down territory here?
No, absolutely not.
Goodman back to throw. Has time. Finds a target. Ivan Lazardi wide open.
How he wasn't the only one.
Yeah,
that was wide open. They played such a deep zone there, and I know that's not how Eddie drawn it up. I can see him right now throwing a clipboard down on the sideline. Like, look, guys, that's not how I want to do the defense. It's not prevented this time.
So fresh set of downs. 4 minutes to go. 37-yard line. Sends Michael Goodman in motion. Split backs in the backfield. Going to hand this one off. Nice carry up the middle. Pickup of 7 yards for Dominic Kane. We really haven't said his name a whole lot tonight. Only his 7th rush. He's got about 23 yards on the day. It's been all O'Shaughnessy with 17 carries. The 2nd down and 3 as O'Shaughnessy checks back in.
And I like that run on 1st down. You get that amount of yardage.
And hand that one off to O'Shaughnessy. Gets hit like 3 times before finally he is stopped. third down and inches. This is a big third down.
Now the where the clock is right now, you are in 4-down territory
For
right
sure.
here. So
because field goals are done now. It's
right.
not-
So whatever you call here, right, you have to have another play in your back pocket to run. And this just says right up the middle.
8 in the box for Arizona. And
my
can
God.
they get the stop? No. Kane gets the first. O'Shaughnessy gets the first down.
I thought he was stopped in the backfield, dead to rights, and that where we're going to see the biggest play of the game. But O'Shaughnessy stayed true and upright and able to pick up the yards needed.
Now time starts to become your enemy. Inside 3 minutes, you still have half a field to go. Handing this one off to Kane, breaking tackles and picking up about 8 yards. Second down for Birmingham.
And I like what Birmingham is doing here, right? They're staying patient with what they're doing. Hey, look, if time goes to 0 and we're going down to score, we're good with that. We're going to keep this ball in our hands, which is why they're taking their time.
7 on the line for the Scorpions. Goodman under center as we approach the 2-minute warning. O'Shaughnessy picks up a couple of yards. Third down and 1. 2 minutes to go here in this one. What a great game. What a great way to start week 10. Arizona out in front 27-22, but Birmingham, they're on the move. 5 points down. A touchdown gets them the lead. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Birmingham, third down and 1 from the 42. The pitch. Hit behind the line and stopped. Fourth down coming up.
What a play in pursuit by that entire defensive line and linebacker. They blew that up in the backfield. It had no chance of succeeding. But here we are. This is the game.
Almost, yeah. Birmingham could get the ball back, but it would be really tough. Goodman drops back, hands it off, getting the first down. Wow! Dominic Kane picks up the first down on a 4th and 2.
I was like, why are you passing in 4th and 2? And what he does, a severe delayed handoff, and he's able to pick up the 3 to 4 yards needed to reset the downs.
More clipboards flying in the Gage household. Goodman, short pass, middle, tackled, brought down by Everett Garrison. A minute to go. They have all 3 timeouts. They're not in a big hurry here.
I would like to see hurry up right here. I mean, you're at the 36
Keep that momentum
line.
going.
Yeah, like the alignment that they had, I thought was perfect for what they were looking to do.
From the 36 now, second down and 7. 46 seconds to go. They toss it down to Kane. Kane breaking to the outside, gets inside the 30, steps out of bounds with 41 seconds to go. First down, Hellhounds.
I don't know nothing, okay? That's why I'm not even coaching the league anymore. I don't even own a team. Why? Because they pitch it out to Dominic Kane. He gets it in the smartness of the rookie to get the first down, then run out of bounds to preserve the timeouts.
O'Shaughnessy checks back in up top. Goodman sends Kleinecht up that way. Will we see a toss to the top here? Goodman, no, he's going to throw. Quick pass, and it's intercepted, picked off by Everett Garrison, and that very well could be the game. 37 seconds to go, but Birmingham still has all 3 timeouts, but a game-turning pick for Arizona.
Wow, that was an underthrow. He threw it behind his own wide receiver there, and it made an easy pitch and catch for Everett Garrison. But like you said, there's still 3 timeouts left.
A quiet night for Garrison, but he has an interception now that could be the whole difference in this one. Jackson hands this off. Jones gets 2 yards, tackled. Birmingham, first timeout.
Look, and they're going to call these right. Obviously, a first down pickup is something else, but guess what? They do have a decent return guy. He has not had a punt return for a touchdown, but he does have a kick return for a touchdown, and Jay Viper for the Hellhounds. So they do have somewhat of a dynamic returner.
Jackson pitches this one up top. Will Todd stuffed at the line, no gain. Second timeout called, 1 remaining for Birmingham.
This is getting really interesting.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Eddie Gage's heart rate right now, I don't even need a heart rate monitor. It's 199.
Dude, we can feel the tremors from here.
I can feel it. I feel you, Eddie. I feel you. I know what it's like. Third down. The handoff. The run. gets about half, 23 seconds, and Birmingham calls their final timeout. They're going to get one more shot at it, Gerald. A touchdown is what is needed. A field goal does nothing for them. But Birmingham will get another shot. Jay Viper back to receive.
Do not call a fair catch. You need to make an attempt to return this.
Punt is away. Gets the ball. Gets it up past the 50. Breaks one tackle. Gets up to the 44. Gerald's heart rate just spiked to 199 as well. 13 seconds to go. Any completions inbounds, and the game is over. They need to get this thing into the end zone.
The way he split the defenders around right up the middle, I'm like, oh, this could be something.
Great games in both of these opening blocks here. DC securing the win over Albuquerque. 13-10 is the final. They got a game-winning field goal in the final 10 seconds. Here we go in this one. Goodman drops back, throws middle. That one's caught. Can they get back to the line, though? 8 seconds. Clock rolling. Will they be able to spike it?
They're going to get it.
Under center. 2 seconds. 1 second. No, they spike it with 0, and Arizona gets the win.
What a game right there. They had a chance, took 1 second too long to get that ball spiked, but congratulations to Arizona for showing up. You scored 20 points in the second half and limited what I would consider coming into this game the best team in the SFL to only 6 points in the second half. Congratulations to you. Now, you want to be called a contender, this is what Mike was talking about when you consider you guys a contender, to be able to come into Birmingham on the road after losing three straight.
Yeah.
Being able to come in, take the punches early on that was given to you, and just turn it around at the half and get yourself back in the win column. And the South has now changed as well.
Oh, it sure has. It sure has, because Birmingham, with their second loss on the season, and they do have a loss to the leader in that division in Houston, who only has one loss as well. $10 super chat from Arizona Scorpions. Arizona, I love y'all. Game ball to the whole damn team. Because why not? You want to know why not? They are a contender. I told you they're a contender. And here they come out and they get the win over Birmingham. What a way to do it, too. They were just scrappy the entire game. Would not let anything take them down. So they will take on Los Angeles next. Birmingham has a bye week, and then they take on Vancouver. Mexico City and Florida coming up next, along with Los Angeles and Detroit. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. For Gerald Smith, Cameron Irvine, and Matt Wilson, who's always with me in spirit, I'm Mike Dykes. Thanks for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have a great night.